This is a phreatic eruption around the area of Toba Lake. This is the vast Yellowstone Caldera in Wyoming, USA. This is the Landsat photo of Toba Caldera on the island of Sumatra in Indonesia. It measures 30 by 80 kilometers and it erupted a total of 1,500 cubic kilometers of material. 74,000 years ago, it created a bottleneck in the genetics of the human race, so therefore there isn't enough variety of humans on the planet as a result. A caldera is a formation which occurs when you have a shallow magma chamber. When you deplete all the magma out of the chamber, it is a caving feature. The roof of the chamber collapses in the empty space under the influence of gravity. I just thought I would put these photos together as a kind of film in a news type environment to make it look like I'm doing a news broadcast when actually I'm not. It's just me experimenting, really. This is the Toba Lake Caldera area again. Some nice shots showing an example of how a volcanic setting can make the scene look really nice, and this is one such example of the area around Toba Lake where people live. A volcanic caldera is any caldera that measures at least 1 kilometer in diameter. This is the Yellowstone supervolcano, the most famous supervolcano in the world. It last erupted 640,000 years ago. It measures 60 kilometers in diameter. It's erupted a total of between 1,000 and 2,000 cubic kilometers of material. It's the active component today of what was the Snake River Plain, which started life 17 million years ago on the borders of Nevada, Oregon and Idaho. As the North American continent moved southwesterly, the hotspot popped through and formed a number of supervolcanic calderas along the Snake River Plain. The first eruption at Yellowstone was 2.1 million years ago. It was called the Huckleberry Ridge Tuff eruption. Then 1.2 million years ago, the Island Park caldera formed in the Mesa Falls Tuff eruption. And then 640,000 years ago was the Lava Creek Tuff eruption, which you're seeing in this picture here. This is a picture of the Huckleberry Ridge Tuff eruption from 2.1 million years ago, and there's the volcanic explosivity index. And here's a picture coming up of the Snake River Plain. Here's the diagram of the Snake River Plain running through Idaho, the Huckleberry Ridge Tuff Ashfall Deposit, the Mesa Falls Tuff Ashfall Deposit, This is the Huckleberry Wrist Tuff ashfall from 2.1 million years ago. And this is the Lava Creek Tuff ashfall. Here's an aerial northwest view of the Yellowstone Caldera. This is Mammoth Mountain, part of the southwest ring of the 15 by 30 kilometre Long Valley Caldera. The Long Valley Caldera was formed 760,000 years ago. But this is an area also showing tree kill, which is caused by carbon dioxide seeping out of the ground, killing off the trees. It's a very dangerous area to be because carbon dioxide hugs the ground, it's denser, so you're advised not to dig any holes in the ground. People have actually been asphyxiated and they have died here. It's also inside a tourist area, a ski lakes area, so if there was going to be an eruption there, they would want to know about it. And there was actually a problem in 1980 when revenue was lost and warnings were put out of concern that there may have been an eruption brewing, but nothing happened. But by then it was too late. Anyway, the eruption 760,000 years ago formed the Bishop's Tuff Formation. Long Valley is also part of the Moreland Lakes area. It's also partly close to the San Andreas Fault, near the southern section of the fault, which hasn't moved for a very long time. So if there was going to be an eruption there, it could be set off by a large earthquake on the southern section of the San Andreas Fault, in the worst case scenario. This is Glass Mountain, which, as the name suggests, is made of obsidian, which is a kind of volcanic glass, very abundant in this area and used a lot by Native Americans to tip their spears, basically. This is Pahoa Island on Mono Lake in California. This is a lovely high aerial view of Negit Island. It's a geological map of the Mono Lakes and Long Valley areas, and this is a diagram of all the activity which formed the area in the past 5,000 years. The following pictures you're seeing are of the Taupo supervolcano on the North Island of New Zealand. It last erupted in that fashion 26,500 years ago. And here's a diagram of what that eruption might have looked like. Here's another diagram of what the volcanic explosivity index looks like. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed all the following pictures. This is the end of it, and I hope everybody who watches it enjoys it.